What's up, guys? Scott with Whiskey Curious. Made a trip down here to Kiln, Mississippi this morning with the Mississippi Sippers hanging out back over here. And we are at, that's right, we're at Crittenden's. Getting ready for Dog Man, the Love Shack, all that good stuff. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
Your faces. Who's had this tour before? Okay. If I misspeak, please correct me. Whose first time in a distillery is this?
This one back here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You get to go to the front.
Okay. So special treat. So what you're going to get in this section here, approximately the next 30 minutes or so, depends on how thirsty you guys are. We're going to talk about finishing. I'm one of the master blenders in Mississippi. We work a lot with Matt. We do some other things, some other distilleries as well in other states. And today we're going to talk a little bit about stave finishing. Anyone heard about stave finishing before? Okay. And we're going to talk about barrel finishing. And we're going to get a little more into the weeds. So hopefully for those folks who've been on tours and folks that do barrel picks and are been around bourbon for a little bit, you can kind of learn some inside semi-proprietary techniques and things that we do to kind of make some special finishes on things. Okay. And also what we're going to do, a little extra for the tour, and I've talked to some folks earlier, we're going to let you all try our espresso blend, which is well, I'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to let you try that. We're going to let you try our blueberry white chocolate. And we also have a honey barrel here, which I'll talk about in a minute. And I'll talk a little bit while Aaron's pulling samples and things. Does everyone have a glass? Okay, so what we usually do when we do this, just to make it quicker, I'll have Aaron pour a small plastic glass and kind of send it around and just kind of put some in your cup. And we'll send when this makes it quicker, so that way it doesn't go. Okay, so a couple things. I'm going to do predominantly these couple barrels. Oh, and we're going to let you try, and we just let Matt try it. It's his distillery, right? we have a double oak rye that we did toasted pecan in it, and we put the staves in it 4 weeks ago, just about. The presentation, if you will. So here are staves. So we cut these staves. So let me take a step back. Where do we get the staves? 90% of the staves we get from my farm. I have a farm in Edwards. It's a pecan farm, blueberry farm. We get cherry wood from there, pretty much everything. We air dry all the staves. You don't want to put it in a kiln. That's where you make furniture. It takes a lot of the tannins out. It changes the chemistry of the wood. You don't get the same kind of flavor profile. We have multiple different ones. And I say 90%. The stave I have in my hand is actually black cherry. And that's black cherry. So we get it charred, and we usually try to do an alligator char. Okay. Anyone know why? Anyone want to take a guess? Come on, we got some bourbon drinkers there.
More sugar.
Okay, pulls more sugar, flavor. So it's actually twofold. You're going to get some flavor out of it, but you're also going to get color. Okay, because it's charcoal, and what charcoal does in a normal process, you hear about the Lincoln County process at Jack Daniels and things like that. Charcoal actually purifies as well. So that's going to give it color, see on the hands. So that's how we do the staves, because quite frankly, the liquor that's inside the barrel doesn't know if this is actually white oak, part of the barrel, or not, right? So it's going to interact with it the same way, based on temperature, where it's located. And you'll see a lot of different barrels. We started going with the sticker system, but I ran out. And you'll see sippers on it or some kind of derogatory comments. Those are the barrels that we're working on. Because we have to just make sure you got a good grip on it. Don't let it go flying. There you go. Yeah, that's a good tip. Yeah, don't put your forehead over it.
It's Valentine's, let your husband do it.
So that's how we open up the barrels, and we have what we call Whiskey Thief here, which while I'm talking, Aaron's going to go ahead and put some in the bottle and just send it around. Just take a little bit, whatever you prefer. Does anybody here not like coffee? Okay, that's fine. I still want you to try it, sir, if you would. Like I said, develop your palate. Oh, really? Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I always ask, if there's something you don't like, then most of you are not going to like what it's done. So, yeah, he's going to put it in there and pass the small plastic one around a couple times. Everyone will get a sample. So, this is our espresso blend. How do we do this? We didn't use staves in this. Okay? That's not a coffee barrel per se. What we did is we took the barrel, and Matt said, hey, Dan, I'd like to do a coffee all through the wood. Then we empty that out. Now that barrel's primed. So that espresso cold brew has seeped into that white oak. Then we fill it back up with bourbon or rye. And that's where we're hoping to try to get some different notes. So that's how we do the prime in the barrel. So that's another finishing technique.
Everybody get some.
Everybody get some?
I didn't. Y'all are wrong for that.
How am I supposed to help y'all?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we don't try to. Well, that's good. That's why I really wanted you to try it because. Oh.
No, I've been excited.
Okay, so here's the question, and you guys get some input into this because Matt talked to me last week. Good to go?
It's gotten better.
It's just enough. Where's my non-coffee? What do you think?
Yeah.
Be honest. You're not going to hurt my feelings. My wife does that enough. Little Valentine's joke.
Really good flavor all the way through. Finishing nice at the very end of the finish to get coffee ground.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I can see that because it is an espresso.
Yeah.
It really tastes really good at the very end of the finish to get a coffee ground.
Yeah.
And
Yet if you don't like coffee, you're not like it. Like people don't like toasted barrels. I don't expect you to say it's the greatest one you've had if you don't like it. A lot of people don't like rye. Well, you may say, yeah, it's, okay, but that's good. That's good.
As Dan was talking to you about barrels and different barrels, as we walk through, we'll explain some stuff to you. When you went into the first rick house, that is his traditional bourbons and ryes and barrels. When you come in here, you've got bourbons and ryes that you see up high. When you look at the floor, everything that we do with
a little
Matt
bit espresso on the back end, the chocolate.
is sitting on the floor in here for the most part, trying to keep it separated. So what you're seeing is different size barrels for different types of spirits. So this was a Naranja barrel,
It's
fortified orange. These are the Lafroig and Stogie Batch 2.
Well,
These are actual Lafroig quarter casks from Scotland.
make that happen.
A production run. We had 8 of them. Over there in the corner, as we walk back, you'll be able to see it. One of the first barrels that we did, we asked for was an Armagnac barrel.
This took one of the
And I get on FaceTime message. I get on FaceTime with Matt, and he's yelling at me about this
I
barrel.
didn't bring any cards.
He's never had a barrel come in that took its own pallet. It is as big as 4 barrels. It takes 5.5 barrels of 4-year-old whiskey just to fill that.
Yeah.
That is the Armagnac barrel. It is massive.
You got me?
And as you go back, we'll come back this way. You have Takai barrels. You have PX Sherry barrels.
That's the real
These
deal.
are rum barrels from Circle Hook, which is in Gulfport.
But it took so long
So
because that
he
was
does
all
a rum
cold brew
agricole. It is 100%
Yeah.
Mississippi heirloom. So barrels go there. He does
once it's
new
bottled,
barrel aged rums, and that's
When you
when
see
we
it
bring
come
them
out,
here.
let me
They'll get
know.
ryes or
We'll
bourbons
put
put in.
some aside.
Plus,
Let me see.
Matt ends up sending barrels over there that have had bourbon in them, and he gets bourbon barrel aged rums. That's his distiller's
I'm glad
reserve.
to hear that because
And as you come back, this is what a tequila barrel looks like. You want to know what a barrel aged tequila?
And actually,
That's it.
Here's a little tip.
They're tiny.
We didn't even
So
announce this
Stogie
yet.
Batch
I
1,
taught Chris at the same time.
we did the batch,
So
and we
little
finished it in the
inside
barrels.
tip, and we ain't put anything out.
And then
yet.
as you
So
keep coming back,
we're gonna
as
have
you
this
get
thing
back here on the
capped.
floor, this is where the double oaks.
$40, and to me that's just,
So these are toasted barrels.
I'm in this because I like doing it. I don't make any
So
money doing it.
we released the
Not a penny.
first
It cost
toasted
me
barrel
money.
from Matt
No, I give the
as
wine
the
away.
Parkinson's barrel.
Difference
Between a toasted barrel and a charred barrel is you get your charred aged first, and then you put it in your standard bourbon barrel. Then you put it in your toaster barrel. Instead of being that alligator char on the inside,
Country
the inside of this
Squire,
barrel's still
tobacco,
smooth.
pipe, cigars.
It's just kind of got
they had
that
a small
tan
shop
mark to
in-
it.
right
so
off
that's
the
what
Lakeland.
these are.
Okay.
But as
Well,
you
they
come
bought,
back, then you're getting more
Bonsai,
rum
which
barrels.
is literally
And then starting about
half mile
here,
down the road from
this is true double oaks.
they're
And a
redoing
double
the
oak
inside. It's
is
gonna have a bar.
you
It's-
take
it's,
your
you know,
4-year-old,
bonsai
2-year-old, whatever your
type.
age statement bourbon
Originally, it
is,
was
wherever
Danny's
you start
strip
pulling
club,
from.
actually, back in the day. For what
You
I was
take it out
told
of
before I
that
lived
barrel
there.
and you
But
put
anyway,
it into a
I don't know
second
anything
new
about that.
barrel. It has to be another.
Even though they named it after me.
It's a double oak. Otherwise, you don't
Anyway,
pull the
so
flavor.
it's a good sized building.
But when
It's
we
gonna
get
be
back
ready to be
here,
open probably in the
we
next
are actually
3-4
doing double
weeks.
oak rye.
We already JB's
Matt started some, but we have double oak
We already
rye
talked to him
that we have
because what
put
we were gonna
toasted
do is have
pecan
kind
in.
of a get together at my house.
It has
But
been in
unfortunately,
there.
long
I think we
story
checked the
short, my
age. It's been
youngest
in there
son just
roughly
started
4
to do
weeks.
when he's recovering alcohol.
And when Aaron comes back,
haven't
he's
met
going to bring
him
the
out.
thief with us.
So we didn't want to go to
We're gonna
Cat
pull
Head, that's
samples of
position.
this.
Why would I pour my juice at a competitor?
We opened
So
one
we're not
of
doing
them
that. So we talked to JD. So why don't we
so
have
that
Country Squire?
we could go ahead and try it.
So
Because
that'll all
we
be
put the stuff
announced,
in
but
about
just
4
that
weeks
we're gonna do
ago.
it
And this is the problem. We drive from
April
wherever. We have to come down
18th,
here
I
and
think
sample
is-
these things on the
don't quote me,
regular.
I think that's right. 18th is-
We don't ship them. We have to come down here and
Yeah,
pick them
so
up.
the
When
day
we did,
before
like
his plan
Dogman
to
was
have people
blended at my
sample
house
and
in
just buy
Florida.
it. You know, he didn't want to get into sampling.
We bring all the
So that's
samples
why
up.
he's
We start
everything
messing with
Cat
it.
Head. And me and Bob.
We got to wait for Aaron to
Josh
bring us
is
our
on Spillway.
thief. Somebody tell Aaron to bring it. When we
Up
blended
today,
it off,
it's not
it
for
put
sale
all
yet,
of the wine,
but
the
it's
sweetness
going to be
in it.
released September.
I wanna do the
November,
same one we
whatever.
opened.
So that's kind of the plan. But that way too, it helps out.
Now we
Country
opened
Squire.
this
You know,
while y'all were still up there to
you know,
try
we
it.
may
We
even
were
have a
curious
cigar
how it
blend.
was doing.
You know, maybe
And,
not bottled.
we
but
all
ready
had
to
the
go.
exact-
What better
as soon as
place
we
to
opened
kinda
it up,
let
we all
people
got the
try it
exact
than a
same
tobacco
note.
store.
Right off the rip.
So that's the plan. So
We didn't
Friday,
tell
I
each
don't know
other,
what
and
the
all of a
time's
sudden
gonna
it's like,
be, but,
I
you know,
taste
figure-
blah, and everybody
figure
was
6
like-
is going to be legit, but whether it's 6 to 8, 5, who knows. But
I wanted-
we'll put stuff
if
out.
I
once we get
wanted
it finalized,
Dickel,
but yeah,
go to John
Country
somewhere else.
Squires, you can get cigars, pipes, and they're going to have a big bar. So, and we'll have the samples, and you won't. It's my understanding we won't be able to sell bottles there, but we're still
Take one
trying to
down,
figure
pass
that
it
out
around.
because there's some loopholes. But
Never
you'll
drink
definitely be
alone.
able to sample everything. It's going to be available at Spillway the next day. You'll be able to sample. Plus, there'll be some stuff that's you can only get here, or stuff that we're working on. Just to say, let people like today, like
Guys, that's going to wrap it up from here. Y'all stay curious. We will see you